Inflation is a sustained increase in the general price level of goods and services in an economy over time. It means that the purchasing power of a currency decreases and you can buy fewer goods and services with the same amount of money. For example, if a loaf of bread costs $2 today and $3 next year, it means that inflation has occurred and the value of the currency has decreased. There are several causes of inflation. One of the primary causes is demand pull inflation, which occurs when there is an increase in the demand for goods and services without a corresponding increase in supply. This
Hey everyone! Want to boost your financial skills? Check out my Buy Me a Coffee page. I've got awesome ebooks, forex and investing infographics, and more, starting at just 99 cents. Perfect for anyone looking to learn and grow. Click the link in the description and take a look.
can happen due to factors such as economic growth, population growth, or changes in consumer preferences. When there is more demand than supply, prices tend to rise. Another cause of inflation is cost push inflation, which occurs when there is an increase in the cost of production or the cost of raw materials. This can happen due to factors such as rising wages, increased taxes, or natural disasters that disrupt the supply chain. When the cost of production increases, businesses often pass on these costs to consumers in the form of higher prices. Inflation can also be caused by expectations of future inflation. If people expect prices to rise in the future, they may start buying goods and services now, which can lead to an increase in demand and, consequently, higher prices. The effects of inflation on the economy can be both positive and negative. Moderate inflation can be beneficial for economic growth as it encourages consumers to spend and invest, rather than saving their money, which can lead to economic stagnation. However, high and persistent inflation can have severe consequences. One of the most significant effects of inflation is its impact on purchasing power. As prices rise, the value of money decreases, and consumers can buy fewer goods and services with the same amount of money. This can lead to a decline in living standards and a decrease in the quality of life for many people. Inflation can also affect the distribution of income and wealth in an economy. Those who have fixed incomes, such as retirees or those on a fixed salary, may find it difficult to keep up with rising prices, leading to a decrease in their real income. On the other hand, those who have assets that appreciate with inflation, such as real estate or stocks, may benefit from the increase in prices. Inflation can also have a negative impact on international trade and investment. When a country experiences high inflation, its exports become more expensive for other countries, making it harder for domestic producers to compete in the global market. Additionally, high inflation can discourage foreign investment as investors may be wary of investing in country with unstable economic conditions. To combat inflation, governments and central banks often use monetary and fiscal policies. Monetary policy involves adjusting interest rates and the money supply to influence inflation. For example, if inflation is high, a central bank may raise interest rates to discourage borrowing and spending, which can help to slow down the rate of inflation. Fiscal policy involves using government spending and taxation to influence inflation. For example, the government may increase taxes to reduce consumer spending and slow down the rate of inflation. Managing inflation is not an easy task, and policymakers often face trade-offs between controlling inflation and promoting economic growth. For example, raising interest rates to combat inflation may also lead to a slowdown in economic growth and higher unemployment. Understanding the causes and effects of inflation is crucial for policymakers, businesses, and consumers to make informed decisions and manage the risks associated with rising prices. By using appropriate monetary and fiscal policies, governments and central banks can work to maintain a stable and healthy economy.